Good afternoon, evening, morning, I guess, for some. Rando fans, how's it going? I'm Dante, and I'm joined by two awesome folks here at the ALTTPR League, Amerith and Dazed. Amerith, how you doing today?
I'm doing all right. We are going to be running the restream here, and it's going to be fun.
It is. Dazed, it's very early, and I personally want to say thank you for joining us.
Um, you know, I have to admit, when you guys asked me if I wanted in on this, and you told me the time that I was going to have to do it, I had a moment of hesitation, but it's nice 6 a.m. here in Korea, lots of coffee, and I'm excited for this. So let's get going.
Well, I appreciate you coming in because either way that we ran this, if there was another time that was more convenient for you, it would have been 6 a.m. for me. So there's
Time
no good
zones.
way to cut this.
It's so hard. It's so hard. But yeah, let's. I think this is it, right? This is the whole reveal. We're done. This is what
Yeah,
everyone
that was
wanted
it.
to
That
do.
was good. We all just came here, just said hi, and y'all be able to see the team stuff on the website. Goodbye.
All right. Nah.
Night,
All right.
everybody.
Let's
Take care.
let's do it for realsies. So here we are, season 5. Who knew that in this short amount of time of 4 years we'd have 5 seasons? Starting out 16 teams way back. So what is ALTTPR League? Let's just do that. Days, you want to tell us a little about the ALTTPR League? You're one of the longtime participants.
I've been doing this for all 5 seasons here with my good old team here. But yeah, the ALTTPR League. What you've got here is we've got teams of 3 who are going to compete during the season. We're going to play basically 7 different weeks of various modes here, and if your team is the best here, you will be crowned league champion. So we got a lot of great stuff there for as far as all of those goes here.
Yeah, it's going to be a really long competition, but and speaking of champions, we got a couple to mention here from season 4. The Open champion, Bottles on Empty, one of 4, count them, 4 teams coming up from promotion from Open to Invitational, which was Bottles on Empty with Maniacal, Maximum Barnage, and Ninjimbro. And with the Invitational Season 4, the Titans Mitts with SailorNep, Relkin, and myself. That's
Really
a
strange name
team
for a runner.
Yeah, myself. That is a weird name, but all things considered, what's been weird, we haven't seen these invitational champions come back. We saw that in the past, so we'll see if they decide to come back this time. I'm not really sure.
I think it's the curse of Team Awesome. Like once they stopped winning, like just every team just like sort of falls off after that. So it's like every team just disappears mysteriously. They get eaten by Team Awesome.
They do. So let's talk about season 5. That's enough for season 4. Congratulations, you guys won. It means nothing now, as Dave said a little while ago before we went live, and now you got to do it again. So season 5, the Open League. It is 8 divisions of 56 teams. And I know this is on the screen, but hold on, fasten your seatbelts. So the top 2 teams from each division are going to go to playoffs. And then we're also this year for something new, adding in the wild cards, and there's going to be 4 of those per conference. That's going to be so confusing, isn't it?
I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. But we'll cover exactly how the wild cards will work in a little bit here.
And nobody really has anything to worry about because all that's going to happen is Drossi is going to figure out from pretty much week 1 exactly what the probability for each wild card is. So, everybody can just follow up with his, weekly updates. And then we're good.
Yeah, shout outs to Drossi for really being the brainstorm, the big brain behind this. Just because you don't want me doing that. And then there'd be a lot more blaming of me. But that is going to be the Open League. So Invitational League, let's talk about that. Season 5. There's 4 divisions, 32 teams. This is pretty much the same as it was last year. last season, and the top 4 from each division are going to qualify for the playoffs. I do really like, I don't know about you guys, I like that we did top 4 instead of just the top 3 from previous seasons. I thought that was a really good addition to playoffs. What did you guys think?
I think it also makes the playoffs just like nice and clean when you do bracketing, just because I've always liked the more evened up brackets where everyone gets to play and not necessarily, buys always just feel a little weird to me, but
Yeah, no, I've been
Indeed.
getting
Go ahead,
getting into this. They're having 4 teams there. We can just put in nice groups of 16 and just say, all right, guys, see what you can do. Who's going to win this thing?
Yeah, for sure. So I guess we're going to jump in here. We'll talk a little bit more about the open playoffs real quick.
that wild
Top
card thing
2.
sort of talked about a bit.
Yeah, we talked about these wild cards, so we'll just dive in. The top 2, we said that the division winners are going to get a bye. So we got rid of the buys in the Invitational, and we shoved them all into the Open League. So that's our story. We're sticking to it. So the division winners will get 1 bye. There's going to be 4 wild cards per conference, not per division. That would just be insane. Per conference. Make sure you know the difference between the 2. They're going to be listed on the website for you. And then they're going to be awarded to the top 4 non-qualifying teams in each conference. So, if you have like 2 teams that are just like running the train on everybody, it's important to try and keep playing your best, because you could be one of those wild cards and you could go pretty far in the playoffs. We've seen that
also
before, haven't we,
means-
Days? Oh, go ahead, Amir.
I was going to say that also means that in one particular division, a 3rd and a 4th place team could pick up a wild card each. So, depending on how
Yeah.
you play out compared to the other divisions.
It's absolutely true. But yeah, we've definitely seen like teams make lower teams, I guess, seed wise, they've definitely made some deep runs.
It's part of the fun of the Open League is in pretty much open and invitational is once you get to the playoffs, it's like, okay, so you've been battling for 7 weeks, you get as far as you can here, you've got your record, and then now it's just do or die. Now the pressure is real, and you got to do it. So, man, it's gonna be a good time there.
And the other thing I really like about the open playoffs this year, by the way, I'm pretty sure we talked about this before. I think this is correct. Drosy will yell at me if I'm wrong. But we should be doing a complete reseed on each round in open playoffs, right? So now you're not just playing the same people in your division in the first round of playoffs. You actually might get to play a team from one of the other divisions. And
Yeah, I
like
do
that.
believe we are going to try that. So I thought we were. I think we are. Present tense. So Drosy, you can yell at me and Amir both if we're wrong. So what else is there to fight for in open? It's like, hey, I want to get to invitational. How do I do that? Well, you want to get promoted. That's what you want. You want to get promoted. How do you get promoted? So the top 7 teams in each invitational division will be guaranteed an invite to participate in the Season 6 Invitational League. So that's how the invitational people get to stay. Now, the Open League, the top 4 teams in the bracket will be guaranteed an invite to participate in the Season 6 Invitational League. So if you want to punch your ticket, as they say, in sports and in ALTTPR League, you want to get to that top 4. And I'm actually pretty scared of the top 4 teams from last season in the Open, because them coming up to Invitational, they're very good runners.
There are a lot of really scary teams this year. Like, having looked at the list that it's going to be coming up that everyone's going to see here in a little bit, there's a lot of really strong teams. And just looking at every division that was put together, it's like, it's really hard to say that, oh, this team's going to come out on top, or, oh, this team's definitely going to be like one of the bottom teams. It's going to be a fight the whole way through for every team.
Seriously, invitational is just stacked team after stacked team after stacked team after stacked team. It's kind of crazy just how deep the pool of players has gotten, and the 4 teams that have come up from the Open League last year. I've read ahead a little bit, and I've seen at least one of them in my division, and it's just going like, oh, great, that's going to be a fun week.
But speaking
Indeed.
of that, there's also on the back end of that we have the relegation portion, which is the sad part.
It is, but there's not. I mean, it doesn't have to be sad, but this is just part of how the systems works. So if you are the team that finishes last in each invitational division, you will be relegated, and that means you'll just get to play in the open league for season 6 if you sign back up. And yeah, that's how we make room for those. We have to find a way to kick somebody out, and that's probably the fairest way to do it. I mean, Days, do you got any ideas how we can make it any fairer?
No, I mean, to be completely honest, like this is the best way I could think of it. Honestly, think how much better baseball would be if the Rockies could go ahead and get themselves relegated. They might actually try.
That's fantastic.
Wait, Colorado has
man.
a team?
I mean, they're 40 games back at the Dodgers, so yeah. But yeah, no, the relegation. This is if you're in invitational. This is kind of what you're trying to avoid. It's rough, but it does give everybody something to play for, even towards the end of the season there, because you start thinking about, what, where are we? Where are we at? Like how much do we need? How important is this week 7? Even if you are eliminated from the playoffs there.
Absolutely. All right, so one last bit of housekeeping for you guys. Days, I'm going to throw it back to you one more time. Tell us a little bit about this schedule very briefly.
All right, well, here we go, everybody. This is was kind of announced earlier here on the original, reveal stream for season 5 here, but what we're looking at here is week 1. We've got ourselves a good co-op all dungeons here. Do every single dungeon in the game, including Agate Tower, because we have to do Agate Tower. You and one of your teammates on a voice call, screaming at each other, telling them exactly where everything is. It's a ton of fun. It's a great mode. And then after that, we're gonna go straight into week 2, and we've got Invrosia. So you wake up, all of a sudden it's kind of like it is for me right now. You look outside and everything's dark, and then you've got to go kind of backwards through the game. Items will be on bosses. You get a sword to kind of make things a little bit easier on you, but you got to find some big keys as well. So then week 3, let's just go straight fast. You get a sword, you get boots, time to go. It's a casual boots time for week 3, and we're gonna be seeing some times there. I think it's time we need to throw up. Who was it there? Maniacals. What was it? What was that time? 50.
It's like a 49 or 50 something.
Yeah,
it was insane.
Yeah, we're gonna throw that up there, and we'll do a little bit of beat the target there with everybody else, see if anyone can get anywhere near it. But then week 4, the mode that I would say I'm very interested in playing, because I still haven't played it yet. But co-op Retrance there. So
baby.
you're gonna get your buddy again. You're gonna get your buddy. And this time every single entrance is going to be different from where it should be. Well, maybe not every single entrance, but most of them. 1 or 2 might be whatever it is there. So
One of
that's
the
going to
most
be
anticipated modes of last season.
Right. I mean, you guys mentioned it earlier there. We got to put that thing in the regular season there so more people can play it.
Yeah, we gotta have more of this. Because it was so fun to watch the few times we saw it in playoffs.
I can't wait. It's going to be a ton of fun. Like that whole week's going to be. Then week 5, I'm going to go on vacation. Somebody else is going to fill in for that week, because they all of a sudden swords are not here. It's swordless.
Dante took all the swords, and you're just going to blame Dante.
I'm sorry.
But spam them emotes in chat there. Yeah, blame some Dante there for us, please. But yeah, no, it's swordless. There's going to be a bow. It's going to be packed with silvers immediately, and we can just kind of go on from there. And then it's my baby. Week 6. We got a little pseudo boots with some cross keys there. We can run really fast. We can have silly bonks. We can do all sorts of just amazing, amazing things. It's gonna be great. I mean, I'm a cross keys fanatic, so yeah, gimme. It's everything that I could ever possibly want from a mode, except for actually having boots, maybe a flute and a sword and a mirror.
Maybe some quick cross one day.
Quick cross one of these days we'll get some quick cross in there. But yeah, no, it's gonna be incredible. Man, so then we're gonna finish it off. We got week 7 co-op Enemizer with boots. All the fun of dashing blindly ahead without a sword and meeting a spike roller who just randomly appeared on the screen. It's the best time you can possibly have, at least watching. Playing it can be fun. Is a bit stressful at times because, I mean, like we mentioned before with the relegation, it can be a bit of a big deal. But
it definitely can.
Those are our 7 modes, and yeah, may the best team win.
Thank you, Dazed. Well, that is the hors d'oeuvres. I hope you guys enjoyed those. But now it's time to really get into, I guess, the meat and potatoes. Here we go. Divisions. This is what you guys want to know. It's the Open League. Amerith is driving. Gonna slam this button. The first one's gonna pop up.
All right, you ready for Eastern Palace?
I'm ready for Eastern Palace.
All right, Eastern Palace, we got Farm Friends consisting of Tabby Cat Windfox and Mr. Scruff Ninja Tuna. Also featuring It's Mitts, another returning team, Little Miss Arcade, Falcon, and Slapshot Fred. A new team this year, Midna's Malevolence, featuring Blackwax, Cademan, and Professor Pixie. Also, sorry if I butcher any of these names.
We all get a pass if we mess up.
At least one. I believe Papiga Patrol is another returning team. I think I recall them from last year.
Believe so.
Pix, Agodi, and Splits Happen. Taunt the Frog, one more returning team consisting of Trip, Home Wrecker, and Aridin. Tipsy Tavern Toasters featuring Drunk Future Self, Grey Corvid, and Keg in the Closet. And finally, You Got Your Poutine on My Cheesesteak with Pool Float, Iceman, and Jarok. How do you guys feel about these teams?
I'm actually really excited for this. So, Farm Friends, a very good team coming in. I'll go ahead and say high expectations, kind of picking them probably to eke out the #1 spot in this group. Just putting that out there. But as far as team names, you know, You Got My Poutine on My Cheesesteak, that right there, that makes me hungry in 5 different ways. So I like it. I love it. And I love these team names.
That's fantastic. That might be one of the best team names, new team names I think I've ever seen. And now I know what I'm eating for lunch today.
All right.
You got any picks for this one, Amerith, or are you just gonna let it ride?
I'm a little torn because there's a lot of teams in here that are really strong. A lot of teams that have been really like pushing something. I don't even know what the heck I'm saying, but pushing the buttons, and getting better and just improving overall since the last time I've seen them in league. But I got feelings that like It's Mitts or Taunt the Frog might push out towards the top this year.
It's very possible. All right, Amerith, go ahead, Dazed.
I was gonna say Taunt the Frog. Yeah, Taunt the Frog. I would I keep an eye on them. Keep an eye on them. I had to crunch. I crunched a lot of numbers for the Open League, and they came up sneakily high. So you know, if you're in Eastern Palace, there, you know, maybe give a little extra that week.
That's true. All right, throw us on over. Desert Palace. Let's throw these teams at everybody. We have Akai with VGF Taylor. Say that again for me.
Acai. He clearly never gone to a tea shop.
I guess I haven't. Sorry. So VGF Taylor Dixon and Tony T. Young. And we've got the Kabuki Hundo Activist Department, also known as the Chads. I approve that team name. With SEJ, W. Garrison, and Norris K. Maddie. The Crystal Roller Crew, ArmLX, Zafikael, and IB Karma. And then we have Grouchy Old Men with Slowpoke, Lumaga, and Verts, another returning, I want to say a team from Season 2. They've been with us for a while. We've got another new team here, Smells Like a Troll Seed, with Hawk59, Anobium Narwhal, and Mr. Angry Pants. Team Fun with the Prof Gamer, Iron Gamer 4565, and Streaming Falcon. And then finally, last but not least, the Strugglers, Joss, Vix Rider, and Dark Diplomat. And I gotta say, right out of the gate, my favorite logo, it smells like a troll seed. That is
really
some
good.
top tier meme in there.
Also, just for space sake, I don't have the thing up immediately. I can probably find it here in a minute. But Team Fun is an acronym for something. I don't have it off the top of my thing.
Oh man, you're right. Now I'm trying to remember it, and I'd have to go run back to the open thing. But yeah, it's definitely an acronym thing. So if you guys are watching there, throw it in chat and help us out for a second.
So what do you guys think? Dazed, any teams here that sticking out to you that you think might be doing pretty well?
Kabuki Hundo Activist Department kind of looks to me like the team to beat there in that group. I've had a couple of seasons back had a run in with CJ in a race that he got the better of, and so I'd say that probably my pick for that division. But I mean, there's just so many ridiculously good teams there. Team Fun, Fabulous, Undeniable Nerds. Well done there, guys. Well done there.
I like acronyms.
It seems to be the theme of this year. Every year kind of gets like a theme. Like what was it? Like Season 2 had like the Among Us theme going.
Thank
all
God
over the
we're
place.
not doing that anymore. I'm so happy.
And this year we got the acronyms and some other fun stuff that'll be, I'm sure, popping up in the next slide or two.
Oh yeah. So I guess speaking of the next slide or two, Tower of Hera coming up. Daze, you want to tell us about these teams?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and get this one here. Let's look. So we got our 7 teams here. We got Amish Paradise with Zero Nix, Danny Music, and Dapper Worm Man there. That's a good team. We got Flute by Night, Lucian Greenth, Zeitnex, and Captain 1977 there. It's Always Sunny in Pendant Pod with Kachiri, Killer App 23, and New York Rambler there. NDA with Spy, Hammerbro, and Reg there. Big shout outs to Com Buddies. We got 1 Blue Goo, 1 Scotch, 1 B. With Bright Eyed 77, Keebs, and Deep Fried. The Long Shots with somebody that I think Dante's kind of familiar with. Timp, Dr. Earworm, and Tyler Salt. And then we got ourselves a Zelda and Chill with Durity Peels, Amarith, and Oro.
Really weird name.
That's a weird name. I don't know. Have you ever heard of that person?
I don't know. Once or
Yeah.
twice.
So we're good there, right? And so yeah, we got some good fun stuff there.
Yeah, this looks like a pretty fun division. I'm really excited for it because Drossi drew up the divisions for this one. I looked at him. I'm like, I didn't say this to him directly yet, but I'm like, you just want me to play against everyone that I'm like really good friends with, don't you?
That makes for the most exciting races, I think, when you get to play your buds, play with your buds and against them. But there's going to be, I think, Amerit's not going to say this. I'm going to say it. I think there's a couple of really good teams in here. Zelda and Chill had a deep playoff run last season, so I'm kind of expecting that out of them. Sorry, Amerit, I'm calling you out right here in front of all your friends.
Oh, geez, now it's time to flop.
And then the Long Shots, they added Dr. Earworm in this year, and don't count them out. I think they can. I think they can string it together and make a run too. What do you guys think?
I have zero idea because I'm looking at that roster and I'm just kind of going, that you could get me to believe that like 4 or 5 teams in there win this one. That's
Yeah.
that's a bit of a division.
I'm kind of in the same boat. It's like I'm looking. It's like, oh, Amish Paradise looks so good this season. So does NDA. I'm looking forward to a rematch against It's Always Sunny in Pennant Pod going up against Ramblers team because we played them back in I think it was like season 2. So sort of a grudge match, quote unquote, like coming back in. It's always fun to see those.
Well,
Yeah, it's
should we
always
move on
good to
the
get
next?
those back in. Yeah, let's do it. Amerith, tell us about the Castle Tower.
So Castle Tower, we got an interesting group of teams. We've got Aga's backup dancers consisting of Zephyr Bono, Hitman 1382, and Breadcoon, a new addition to their team, replacing Immortal Koi. We have a new team floating up this year of CSI Hyrule, featuring K-Mayor, Chadbert, and Sonny Wrath. I'm hoping I said that right.
I believe that's right.
And then one of the really good teams that I've seen float up in the list is Every Day is Mad Rat Monday with High Ruler, SEZ, and Professor Renderer. Just that's gonna be a fun team. Okay, I cook and I can't pronounce this meat name, unfortunately.
All right, I got you. It is
Go for it.
Pass the Picanha.
Okay,
which is some of the
like that.
best steak cuts you can have if cooked correctly. So I love this name.
I need to make it out to a Brazilian steakhouse sometime, but Tepidino, James FNX, and PH 112358, or Fibonacci, if you will. Next up, we got one of the last minute teams we had come together was Pug Hunters. We got Josh Bittner, Sean Rhapsody, and Solski crewing it up together. Bread Meringue, Best Meringue with Nugs GG, Huffpuff, and Confucius Prime. 3 really close together Mentor Tournament players. I believe they actually all made it were in the same division, like bracket. Like I think they made it to I can't remember. I think they were Fighter Sword bracket this year.
I believe so.
And finally, we have the Joy of Rando with one of the best icons I've seen. Featuring Arya Stark, Smirk JD, and Shinmaru. How are you all feeling about this division and those backup dancers dancing on over there?
I gotta point out that we have League Nitro available for you guys with the GIF profile pictures. That is actually available to everyone. You don't have to pay anything, and you can thanks Sigma in Discord for that. So just wanted to point that out since it is showing up here on the thing. But yeah, Aga's backup dancers, I love the absolutely love the image there. The Picanha team, I love their image too. As far as like the competition, it's going to be really tough. You know, Pug Hunter's looking really good. Aga's backup dancers also looking pretty good. And then, you know, I can't count anybody out. So it's really tough. It's super tough. What do you think, Dazed?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna probably kind of go with past the. Oh man, Picanha. Did I get it close? But Pug Hunters. I mean, there's so many good teams in every division. It's just like I going through all of the open league teams. It's just kind of going like, that's a great team. That's a great team. That's a great team. But yeah, this is a hard one, I think, somehow.
It definitely is. Oh, so that's going to be a super exciting division, I think. Amerith, you want to throw us on over to Palace of Darkness? And I'll throw out...
Thieves Town is there. Wait. Oh, yeah, Palace of Darkness. I clicked on the wrong next slide. Okay. In my little notes here. We're on to the Dark World.
Next slide. Palace of Darkness. The Blue Trinex group. I love that. We would never need an ice rod again.
Another League Nitro.
Ascend, The Thing, 1987, and Dr. Diabetes, current Challenge Cup champion earlier this year. Exoning, am I saying that right? Exoning,
I think that's correct.
with Iconic, BW Gaming 90 and Exus. Great Name Pending with Brev, Sign, and Top Life. And then we also have the Hyrule Houlihan's. I like that. With Durdash, Mimsy, and Trix. And then another returning team missing Tubos, Houston Baba, Tal, and Angels. And then we have the Team Triple T with Therati, the Tominator, and Tyrannus. I hope I said that right. I'm sorry if I get these wrong. Tempered Tantrum with Sorcerer Finch, Tenet, and Saz. This this is a really interesting division because there's a lot of really good players kind of scattered about. So there's I don't feel like there's anyone who is like head and shoulders above. You know what I mean? Like it's really hard to pick, I think.
A lot of really strong runners and really strong just team combos in this division, and just a lot of people just really practicing the heck out of everything from what I've seen and talked to people. So it's really hard to say who's going to be like the top 2 or even 3 teams in this. Like it could be very split as far as we know.
Very true. Days, do you have any thoughts here? Logos or teams? I really like the blue Trinex group logo just because
that logo is it's a thing of beauty.
Yeah, no ice rod is fantastic. Just
I think we need to talk to Synac. We need to get that sucker patched in. Just I mean, imagine an ice Trinex there. Week 7, you run into ice Trinex, and it is actually an ice Trinex. That'd be amazing. But great name pending. I'm being poked about that. So there's this guy named Top Life on that team who I'm a little familiar with that guy. He's good.
Yeah.
Breeve's also good. Sina is good. I kind of if you really ask me who's going to take Open League this year, they might be my pick for the whole Open League.
Ooh, honestly. The whole league. All right.
Wow.
It's hard to say exactly, but man, that's a pretty decent team.
Heck yeah. Well, let's see. It's time for Thieves Town. Days, do you want to tell us about Thieves Town?
Sweet, I got the German teams. Awesome, fantastic. This is great. All right, Thieves Town. So over on Thieves Town, in the Thieves Town division here, we've got starting off with Agina's Rockstars here with Deafy Smiles, Reading the Game, and Villix. Going to be joined in the group there by Boing Boing Boingers there with Rotsiv,
I think it's
Pitlovan and So 15. So we got that's another really strong team there. But we're buddies there with Ben Teasy, Locke, and Chelsea Lynn. Hyrule Limited, Boxmeister, Zeta, and Ross there. Rage Against the Manettes with Pichu, you, Juber, Gritisham, Spoiler Luck with Ticknaldo, Boo This Man, and Osora. And y'all been setting me up for this, haven't you? All right, Zocker Stubinchen.
I think you did great. It may not be right, but you did great.
Thank you.
Better than I would have done.
Kentaro, Soilwork, and Dan. This is gonna be good. Man. Yeah, we're gonna be all right. So who's got this one, do you think?
Man, this one's tough. The Boing Boing Boingers look really good. So do But We're Buddies. I want to say top of my head that those potentially could be those top 2, but anything can happen. I really do like the Boing Boing Boingers logo too. Hook shots for everybody. Everyone's happy, and what more could you ask for?
Boots.
I guess.
Could ask for boots.
Everybody loves walking to the pedestal and reading boing, boing, boing.
One of my favorites on the pedestal. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot of really strong teams in this division. Like Butler Buddies, definitely, especially with past experience and fighting them out last season. Spoiler Luck looking pretty good. Rage Against the Maniacs looking really strong, I think, this season. It's going to be a fun division, Thieves Town.
Absolutely. So 2 to go, guys. I think. Yeah, it's 2 to go. Amerith, tell us about Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock. All right. So we have another continuation team from last season. They originally started out as Meyer Straits. Last year they were Ped Zeppelin, and now they are Link Floyd, featuring Gentleman, TJ Jewel, and Arcturus Chusky. Love that logo, by the way.
That logo is amazing.
We got Making Fetch Quests Happen, featuring Power to Mario, Mungdungu, and Sean. Another set of 3 really strong runners coming out fresh out of the Mentor tournament. If I'm not mistaken, all Gold Sword runners, I believe.
Yes, I do believe so.
We got Sub 22 featuring Maclac. Cox, is that Cox 031 or 0? I can't tell. 0 and O look very similar on this.
I think it's 0.
And Mr. Froggy. I've not seen any of these runners, so that's going to be an interesting team to watch. I believe they are some EU team that I've not seen, potentially.
It's possible.
I'm just super unfamiliar with their names, but I'm very interested to see what their run's going to look like. We've got Flying Cabbages are in pod Big Chest with... Man, I really should have looked at these names ahead of time. Flovakin, Kyachan, and The Seat. Next, we got Lionel Legion featuring Palmancott, Philly, and Breathless Sleep. One of my favorite returning teams from last year. Let's give this a roll. Unser Alkoholmannschaft hat ein Volleyball problem. Or I believe that's our volleyball team has a drinking problem, something like that. With Shiva Hayes, Skipsy, and Yak. And finally, yet another Bonk, another returning team with Grink, Akaline, and Coxla.
Yeah, this is a very, very solid division. By the way, Amerith, great job pronouncing those. Again, not sure if it was correct. I think it was better than I would have done. So I just want to thank you guys for doing all of those for me so I didn't have to. But yeah, volleyball problem, Shiva Hayes, very good, very talented runner, as well as Skipsy and Yak. There's a lot of talented runners in here. We just talked about, Power to Mario, Mundugu, the Making Fetch Quest Happen. And then on top of that, you've seen the names Palmancott, Philly, and Breathless Sleep quite a bit around on ladder, making names for themselves. So Lionel Legion, going to be another tough team. And then, even Link Floyd, very good. So I honestly
Hard to call a favorite.
It is. Like, I just named half the division, and I probably could name the other half, and it would be just as competitive. So this is going to be a really tight division, I think.
Yeah, like any one of these teams could put up a good fight and a good run for first and second. Just it sort of depends on, I guess, each individual runner's strong suits and where each of these teams end up playing each other in the schedule ultimately, because that's one of the things that'll factor. But on that note, we have the final division coming up here. We got the Ganon's Tower division. Who wants this one?
I'll do it. We got this one. So throw us on over.
All right. What is traditionally known as the stacked division. Let's see how it looks this year.
I thought I got away without having to do these. So if I get this wrong, again, I apologize. Die Nyson Frager. I hope that's correct. With Crackerito, Faker Jr., and Tantalus, the Hovering Sick Kids, Jester, Plumerionite, and Raids 138. No Shovel, no Go Mode. That is quite the statement. From Titos, Chrome, and the 3X. The reliable archery aces, I expect to see some X99s out of all three of them every time they play. With Alex Haas 2, Alkaline Ace, Retro at Redfield, and then we have Saha's Kids with Talon, Gilgamesh, and Makiniko Pie. And then we have Senior Kupakeru. I hope I got that right. Do you guys think I got that one right?
I think that's good. I think you got that because it's one of those name amalgamation ones.
And then they have Senior Midgets, Ikeru 4, and Koopa Diola. So, and then finally, the Ambassadors with Creasy, Nightclaw, and Skunkner. So, yet again, a stacked division. Isn't that what you said this is kind of what this Ganis Tower is known for, Amerith?
Ganon Tower has historically been a stacked division. Like, you look at last season, it was just like there were so many teams that could be in contention for first, and I kind of feel like the same way with it this year. Like, Nice and Frager looks like it's going to be really strong. Hovering Sick Kids definitely going to be up there, I think. Saha's Kids is going to be, I think, one of those like secret powerhouses because like I've seen Talon, Gilgamesh, and Mikaneko Pai like really pushing in some good games like lately and taking some games off people that I wasn't necessarily expecting them to take off yet. So like got to watch out on Saha's Kids.
Yeah, absolutely. Dazed, any final thoughts here with Ganon's Tower?
Uh-oh, did we lose him?
We might have lost Dazed.
Uh-oh, it was too early.
I was so boring that Dazed fell asleep. I don't know if he actually fell asleep. We'll see if we can get it back.
All right, well,
but
we'll continue on.
Indeed. So yeah, that's going to be the end of the Open League. Now it is time for the Invitational.
Kakariko. Who's ready for some teams?
I'm ready as I'm going to be. Take us away.
All right. So in Kakariko, we have a fun division here. First off, we got Bolas Azulas with Asazas, Kid Rakwa, and Matt Cap. I'm really excited to see this team this year. They did really well last year. They missed playoffs, but pretty strong record at 9-5. That's nothing really to scoff at. That's a pretty strong record overall.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm also trying to figure out on the fly how we're going to talk about all of this and go through this, but
I mean, this team you saw Kaide, I'll say in the main tournament this year, making into groups, I believe. Madcap, a very strong runner. And Asazas, we've seen make very good tournament runs in the past. So this team definitely is a team that's like not one you want to take lightly ever. Definitely could make a really high run, potentially take the division too.
Just a little bit on the terrifying side there as I
there he is.
Now can talk again.
Welcome back.
Wonderful. Next team in this division, we have Last Locationeers. Oop, that was weird on my screen a little bit. This is one of the teams that promoted from the Open League last year. We have Scottish Brave, 44, Zen Arcane, and Structural Mike. 3 very prominent, very strong runners. Definitely want to be worried about them a little bit. 12-2 last season in the regular season 4 season, and made all the way to the conference finals in Open League. How are you guys feeling about this team?
There's this team just kind of gets better and better. Honestly, I mean, like you said, they made their way out of the Open League last year, and I kind of expect them to do a little bit here. I mean, the level of competition's gone up, but I mean, I think they're more than capable of hanging with it.
Yeah, I agree. Every time I see these guys play, all 3 of them, they're getting better. Execution, decision making, all of it. So like this team has the full package, I think.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how they handle the division this year and see who makes it out in this division. Next team, we got a returning team of Noble Foxes featuring the wonderful Obscure Life Form, if my thing would behave here, Hayfield Bay and Nobly. Made a really strong run last year at 10-4 and made it to the first round of playoffs. Definitely don't want to write home on this team. Like this team is pretty dang strong. Obscure won, what was it, main tournament 20 or was runner up, I think,
This year.
Yeah, this year. Yeah, I know things. It's
4th place 2021 and first place 2022. So 2 very good runs. Obscure's not one to sleep on.
This year. Man, it feels like it was like a year ago already.
I know. Rando time, it'd be flying. I got to say here, Hayfield Bay, another really strong runner. Hayfield is like that one guy. I go in everyone's ladder streams watching races while I'm working, and when they start playing bad, they say, man, I hope I'm not playing Hayfield because he's going to destroy me. So people know you don't want to be playing Hayfield. Hayfield's a really strong runner, and Nobly is as well. So there's going to be three really good players here in Noble Foxes.
I feel like I've said that exact thing in my stream more than a couple of times there, Dante, there.
I've definitely had that long run in ladder matches where I'm looking as like, man, I hope I'm not against Hayfield because, like, man, I just haven't been able to take a game off him lately, and he's such a strong runner. So, all right, next team we have OK Game with the likes of 2C, Krellbell, and Wired Wiki making a return this year. 4-10 last year in the regular season. Had a bit of a rough season. I think it was really, really stacked. It's one of those things that it's like, you know, your division's really rough, but things don't quite go your way all the time. It's just a difficult slog to get some wins in. But I'm thinking that they're gonna push it this year. I think I see some good things for this team.
Yeah, I do too. 2C has been on a tear lately, doing really well. There's like every version of the game to play. Krellbell's in it and doing well in it too. Like Krellbell has a vast knowledge of this game. And Wired Wiki with returning in. Like the three of them together, I think is a solid team. And 4-10, you may see that and think they're probably not going to do great. I think that 4-10 is kind of just a sign of the times at that point. You know, everyone goes through downswings and upswings, so don't sleep on these guys.
Be sure to ask Krellbell about stuck pushing. He loves when you ask him about stuck pushing. But that's for Major Glitch's stuff.
It's like I think I know what that is.
It's a fun, neat little trick. Days, you got anything on these guys, or?
And I mean, 2C has been making just deep run after deep run in pretty much everything, and gave me one of the worst beatings I've taken in cross keys in a long time here. Not that long ago. So I mean, this team, I mean, I'm kind of feeling a theme that like every team, you just look at the names and go, wow, he's good. Wow, they're good. Well, yep, okay, yep, I feel like I'm getting it now.
It's like everyone got good over the past like 2 years. Like there was some crazy getting good pandemic or something.
I don't know. Maybe some leagues started and people started wanting to try to, like, get better at the game. I don't know. It's weird.
And ladders, I don't know.
I prefer shoots myself, but next team in this division, a bit of a mouthful one with the perfect unadulterated gaming squad with some guy named Dante, and that image of him over there, really just going at it. Roar might know that name, and some guy named Andy. It's a cute dog, though.
Yeah, that's a nice popper.
Yeah, this is a new team featuring these three runners of questionable notoriety.
I've never heard of them.
Like I said, I think I've seen them around like here and there. Like maybe they've like won something.
I mean, just look at their season 4 record. That's all you got.
Yeah, I know.
Bunch of newer runners.
Yeah, nothing really to say about here.
Never accomplished a thing.
One of them's definitely not a really like notoriety, very high up there streamer and known for being really good at this game. Definitely not a world record NMG holder on there, and definitely not a main tournament champion in this team at all. And
well, it's like we said at the beginning. things. It doesn't matter. You got to show up and play now. So
Yeah.
I'm looking
Well,
forward to playing with these guys. I'm hoping we're gonna have a fun time.
yeah, and I'm hoping we're not going to curse your team. I expect to see good out of you all. All right, next up in this division, we got Shaq Tool's Digging Game returning team featuring Ace Zero, Hitaka, and Asder. I believe, and I'm sure it's to the credit of the way the theming of the team, all three of these players are really good and really prominent runners in the SMZ3 combo randomizer. And
Indeed.
definitely a force to be reckoned with. Three very strong runners. 7-7 last season, made it to playoffs round 1. And that's kind of saying something. Like getting into like how even their division sort of seemed last year. If you get into playoffs at 7-7, like that's a push.
Yeah, absolutely. All three of these guys, really good. They did have Aussie last year, Aussie 101. So subbing in of Ace Zero, and Hitaka, super good. You know, any of these three, I don't want to play them. I definitely don't want to play them in Super Metroid. And then I don't want to, consider it a free win or anything in Link to the Past because they can win on like every day. So very tough team here, I think.
Yeah, I looking at this, there's not a weak person on the team. There's not a weak person in this entire division. Like this is
Brutal.
team after team of just amazing.
Oh,
runners.
yeah. And I gotta say, I like that we got an updated logo from them. Like, I didn't know Shaq Tool could go somewhere else. I'm sure that's a SM ROM hack with a link kind of just put in there. But you know what? I love it. It looks great.
I mean, Shaq Tool's putting in some work. He's got some training to do. So like,
He's climbed all the way to Red Tower.
I mean, he's going to demolish it down. Who knows? Beat some expectations. But next up, we got Spec Rock Bonkers. Might know this team a little bit. Telmarin, Swedish Arctic Fox, and one Mr. Nissan Alex 92. Season 4 record 9-5. They had missed playoffs. I believe last season they were they in last year? Or were they in?
They were in the Open.
Because
they were in Open.
They were an invitational, and then they got relegated, and now they're back. I believe that's correct.
No, I don't believe so. So Nielsen was part of a relegated team.
Oh, that was it. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Op got good way back. So no, this was a new team, I believe, last year, and they did really well. Just a very tough division, being 9-5 and still missing playoffs. But yeah, with drops that we've had, we did promote them here into the Invitational.
I'm really excited to see their run this year.
And they're a team that can make some noise for sure. I mean, enough good players in there that in the right mode, in the right week, they can run right by you if you're not on your game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think they'll have a good run as long as they don't keep to their namesake too much.
Yeah, no more bonking.
And finally, for this division, bringing up the bottom, we got Tile Roomies returning team of one Jay Misher, Artie Walsh, and a Plasma Kappa. And I was a little interested in just the theme that they have going on here, and I was kind of hoping that Plasma Kappa would also have like a tiled / pixelated sort of icon there, but
well, I think the Buster, we could just, it's the combo breaker from the rest. Okay. Yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it for him.
But 10-4 last season, round 1 of playoffs. These are three really strong runners that, once again, like we've said many times, I don't want to run into these guys on ladder. Like, ooh, they are tough. They are good opponents.
Yeah, absolutely.
Such a scary team. Just such a scary team there. You go into any week there and you pull one of these guys in, you're in for a fight.
Yeah, and this is one of the most, I guess, honest logos for a team. I think everybody makes that face in Tile Room. especially because 90% of people clear out all of GT before Tile Room. You don't make that face when it's just there and you gambled it. But man, that's I
Yeah, it's
think
an
it's
entirely
pretty
different
honest.
face.
Well, that is the Kakariko division. We've had these schedules down there. We're not going to touch on that too much. We didn't get to talk about that a lot with the Open. But coming up next, we have the Lost Woods. Lay it on me, Amerith. I'll drop through these.
All right, here is the first one for you.
All right, Potato Pouch. I believe this team was formerly Tanweer's. Help me out here. What was it called?
Dang it.
We tried.
Tanweer Farid's All-Stars from Germany.
Thank you. With Magno, Brogor, and Tam, I believe Teto was on this team last year, but now Tam has joined the fight with Magno and Brogor. 3 really good runners. It's a broken record. It's skipping on. It's the CD. I'm jumping up and down in the CD skipping. I'm aging myself by saying that. But Tam being added to this team actually, do I say it's a trade up
of it.
From Teto? It's like lateral. They're both so good. Brogor, somebody you definitely don't want to go against, and Magno, definitely can take a win on anybody. So this team's going to be very tough.
I'm definitely scared of Tam on this team just because Tam had been putting a lot of work in this past year with learning like some of the no logic stuff and just glitches. And the thing is that doing glitch stuff really kind of translates into your regular game as well because it helps refine your inputs. You get those like single frame and better tricks like a little bit more often. Like you just get used to doing things that are so intricate that's like your small play in those small times really just start to add up over time.
Definitely.
All right. So
Days, you got anything on this one before we move on to the next one?
I mean, it's just looking over it. It's I think Magno's sitting right now in the top 16 for the entrance invitational on the ladder. Brogor went deep there. Tam is always somebody you never want to run into if you can avoid it there. I mean,
Absolutely true.
I just feel like every single time it's just like, yep, that's a good team as well.
All right, so on to the next one.
Probably my favorite team ever in all of Invitational Team with such good theming. We got Team Hime here with Kermit, Dragon Strike, and Ravis. God, I love those logos.
It's so spicy. It's so good.
It's just been year after year with these guys. The logo's on point. The team just look at it, and you're like, yeah, these guys know what they're doing.
Yeah, really strong runners, 8 and 6, playoff round 1 last year. And I do just have to say, it's like with the logo thing, it's just like I just like to imagine that's exactly what these 3 look like in real life. Like that's just a portrait of them.
Oh, you do that too, huh? That's what I do. Mentally, that's what they look like to me.
Kermit's hair is just fantastic.
Just fabulous.
I love it.
It's a wonderful team. Really strong runners. A lot of runners that would really be afraid of running into. So, I'm interested to see how they run this year.
Yeah, they should be doing good.
All right, next team we got coming up is Bomb Squad, returning team featuring Adirondack Rick, F. Coughlin, and Orange.
I gotta say that I love Fred's logo.
It's simple, right?
In the past, we have put a generic league logo if someone didn't have a logo. And we argued about this last night in prep. That is Fred's logo on the website. Like, he uploaded that himself. So we did not want to put something over top of it because that would have been very rude of us. So that's what we got. But 3 very well-known runners here: Adirondack Rick, Fred Coughlin, and Orange. Who doesn't like Rick?
Previously Senac on this team with the addition of Orange this year.
Yeah, that bringing in Orange, that's adding in another really good runner. Fred, super likable guy. Rick is too. Orange, I've never heard anything bad about Orange. Super nice dude. This is probably I want to give them the award right now. They are probably the nicest team in the whole league, in both of them. I'm just putting that out there right now.
Yeah, I think you're onto something there. You just every single time you talk to any of these guys, you're just like, yeah, you know what? That was exceedingly pleasant.
Don't let that niceness, catch you off guard. Like they're all really strong. They could easily pull a win off you. So
Yeah, the 4-10 I think is very misleading. We've said that before when you see in their season 4 record. I think them bringing in Orange, Orange was on a team last year. They made it in the playoffs. They did very well. And Rick and Fred both very good runners too. So I'm expecting these guys to do really well.
yeah, I feel like there's gonna be another real tight division. Like they did such a good job with the divisions this year. So next up, we have the Eastern Skippers, a new named but returning team.
I love it.
Featuring one Shady Forest, Dr. Marty, and Zelga Dasan, previously known as the Spoilers, going 12-2 last year in the regular season, making it all the way to the conference finals. So nothing to bat an eye at in this team. Really strong execution runners. And yeah, if they see Eastern Palace, they're just gonna get out of there.
I gotta call Shady out. He said that their team name changed at one point because they were forced to, and I think it was because we took out Spoiler Pilot. So that might be on us, Amira.
Dang it. Well, we'll have to see about next season. Maybe they'll return their name.
We'll see.
I'm just waiting for the time where one of these guys has to go in Retrance or in the Cross Keys week and actually has to go into Eastern Palace, and I want to just let them have it.
Oh, you never know. We'll have to see when we get there. That's week 6 and 4 or something like that. For weeks 4 and 6.
Yeah, 4 and 6. 4 and 6. This is gonna be a good time there.
Do not gloss over. Look at this record from season 4, 12-2 in the conference finals. This is a very strong team.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun run this year. And then next up, new team. Yeah, new team. Or is this returning team? Yeah, they're a returning team. I think they just changed their name. The Turtle Rockers.
There's a lot of those.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like the bowling team theme, right? Like the blank. It's that's just how sports go, right?
Oh,
we got Name Faker, FaZe, and Malexanthelos. 3 really strong, I believe, all German runners.
I think so.
Yeah. Yes, these guys are all German, I believe. I know FaZe and Name Faker are, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure Xanthalos is as well.
Yeah, another one of those cases where really strong team, 8-6 last season and missed playoffs. Just, oh man, I'm so hopeful for them this year. I want to see them make it to the playoffs and make a good run. Like I feel it this year. This could be their year.
For sure.
Great team, great people on it there. I mean, running into a couple of those guys, and especially in the Cross Keys weeks or something like that, it's going to be not a happy time for someone there. I'm looking at the Eastern Skippers. Ooh, that's going to be a fun week.
Oh yeah, that's going to be good.
Ooh, have to write that
week
one
6,
down.
Being the pseudo cross keys, pseudo boots cross keys, you're definitely going to want to see that one. All right. And coming up next, we've got TM32 God Route with Zeke, Zeruvian, and Drakey. 3 very talented runners. Going to be bringing it in with a new team for Season 5 and getting all the way into Invitational. So I'm expecting good things out of these guys. I think they could make a decent run.
Yeah, these three, they got a lot of heart. I've been seeing a lot of practice on them. Like they might underestimate themselves a little bit, but they're three really strong runners. It's just they're three really great people. I think they're going to do pretty good in this division.
That logo is amazing.
It's so good.
I'm sitting here just watching the logo scroll through, and I am just going. I can barely like talk about anything else. Yes, they're a very good team. I'm gonna keep watching that logo.
They even put a border on it for us,
That's
so we didn't even
fantastic.
have to put
Thank you, guys.
we didn't have to put the border in.
It's perfect. But yeah, these three are really amazing. Really love these guys. Really hoping they do well this season. Like I said, I think they can perform.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they could, like I said, could make a really good run.
All right. And next up, returning team, but slight variation on their name. We got Triple Clown Fiesta with
These logos.
with Yoshi Schulzer and the addition of Tito from which team was that previously? Was Potato Pouch, which was Tonwar Farid's team.
Yes.
These three. Ooh, these three.
It's spicy.
That team logo's something.
Dying over here right now. I was like, I've seen it, but seeing it on the big screen, it's just even much better.
This rivals Team Hime, I think. I think it dare I say it's a little better.
What they look like.
Yeah.
Oh, but definitely not a team you want to sleep on. Yoshi, Schulzer, and Tito, all really, really strong runners. I'd be worried to face them. 7-7 missed playoffs.
Yeah, 7-7 I think is very misleading. I think if I remember correctly, there were a lot of just 50-50s that just did not roll their way, which means you're probably gonna see some 50-50s roll their way this year. So, yeah, just make sure you're not in the 50-50 with them.
I mean, hey, the closer division is, I think that speaks to the like I've said this a couple times now, but just the division balancing and just making sure that there's a really good even spread of power in the division just to make it competitive. And finally, for this division, for wrapping up Lost Woods, we have Validation Chess Boots with the likes of Tiberius, Hexodus, and Skelly. This was an open team last year that clocked in about 8-6 and missed playoffs, but that's not to say that these guys aren't really strong runners. Like, again, be afraid to run into one of them on ladder. They put up hell of a fight last year in a really tough division.
Man, I've been wondering where the boots were this entire time. Turns out Moldorm's tail. That's all you had to do.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta look at and check the chest for validation. Just make sure that pays for your parking and you're good.
Yeah, this team, really happy to see them in Invitational. Skelly really good. So is Hexodus and Tiberius. So I think they can make a run. I've said that a lot. I feel like I'm on repeat, but man, it's like you can't count anybody out. So this team's gonna be good.
Welcome to Invitational, where every single team you go like, yeah, they could win it. Yeah, they could win it as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if any of these teams make a deep run. So,
someone's got to win, but man, it's rough. It's just which one
could go anyway. All right,
and that is Lost Woods. And we're jumping over. That's half of them. We're almost done. I got half to go. All right, buckle up. Misery Mire. Days, do you want to throw one of these teams out for Misery Mire?
Yeah, sure. Let's start off with 2 Pearl, 2 Furious there with Oase 28 up there. Scary Olive there and Trinex. These guys went 4-10 last year, which is maybe a little bit on the surprising side, but oh my God, it's a strong team.
Yeah, I think we don't have to worry about Scary Olive repeating his profile picture without with no Keys pilot spoiler. So, Yeah, but yeah, very strong team, very good runners in all three of them. So I kind of think they're going to be better than 4-10 this season.
Couple of those. I mean, I want to say both Trinex and Oase there are both like just ridiculous NMG runners on top of everything. And I know Trinex basically half of the glitched not the glitched page, but the wiki page there, I mean, is updated through a lot of his work. So I mean, good luck running against these guys.
Yeah, and be careful with that scary olive. You may occasionally misread the spoiler log, but heck if he ain't a good runner.
And definitely going
Okay.
on there. And these were our Open League champions of last year. We're looking at Bottles on Empty with Maniacal, Maximum Barnage, and Ninjembro. Like it says there on the screen, these guys were the Open League champions of last year. They took it 12-2, got through the entire of the Open League, and won their promotion into the Invitational League. Welcome on in, boys. It's a fun division.
I think they're gonna have plenty of fun in this season with all these teams that they got against them.
Oh yeah, Maniacal definitely. I mean, we talked about, wasn't it, Maniacal in that really fast casual boots on lab. Yeah, it's nice when
week 3.
It's nice when the ladder gods give you a seed that's good, and then Barnage as well. You know, I've seen Barnage kind of be tearing through some cross keys and some entrance extravaganza. And Ninjembro seems to just be good at everything. Right now, I think if you click over on ladder, you'll see him with a red name, one of those ladder champions. So not only league champion, but one of those ladder folks too. So I kind of expect them to make a very big splash in the Invitational League.
All right, and next, Divine BC Boys, and I'm getting yelled at in chat by one fear agent on this team that someone has spelled their name wrong slightly. So, oops. We got Gamachu, Ramon, and Fear Agent rolling around as crew this year. Once again, sorry about that, Fear. That wasn't mine and my fault. I'm totally gonna blame Lumag on that. Throw him under the bus.
I like the logo. I thought it was a still image until it moved, and then I thought something broke. So they got me. But yeah, Gamachu, I think he's won like every tournament so far this year. And then we have Ramon, who's just an absolute powerhouse of a player, especially in cross keys. And then, you know, the one and only Fear Agent, tearing it up over at 216 and everywhere else in ladder right now too. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this team. I kind of am expecting to definitely see these guys in playoffs.
Oh, it'll be a shame if they don't make it.
Yeah.
But who knows how things will go? Because, like, again, anything can happen, right? Like, we've seen divisions before where someone went, 9-5 and didn't make it.
Hey, it's a possibility, but I mean, do you really want to make that bet?
Yeah, no, I don't want to make any bets.
Okay, and moving along, don't forget to track us. We got Ike here, Pierre de Wong, and Flip Heel. Were they in Open last year, or were they in Invitational? I lose track of all these teams.
They were Invitational. Went 5-9, missed the playoffs, but very strong set of runners here. The three of them are just so good individually, and I think together, I think they're a good team too. I think that's one thing a lot of people don't think about a lot with League is sometimes with the co-op aspect, you really got to play well together, and I think these guys do.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, these guys have played together for ages now, and they race each other all the time. Birdie Wong there was a randomizer champion there at least once, maybe I think both seasons. I know he won the first one. And both Ikea and Flip Heel have just been getting better and better and better every single time here. So I mean, yeah, they went 5-9 last year, but I mean, I'm not going to be predicting anybody's record in the Invitational right now. I mean, it is.
Nah.
We've just got ridiculous teams.
Be a hell of a called shot to try and basically pick anyone's individual record on this upcoming season, given the way these divisions are laid out.
I might go for the next one, but I don't know.
Yeah, we got another team coming up next. One of those teams that has been changing their name every season. Just always love to see how it iterates. We got Leftovers Forever now. How's the history on this one? What did it start as? Dazed? I think you might be familiar with this.
First season was The Leftovers. Second season was, oh God, I'm gonna try to remember. Reheated Leftovers. Then we went to, oh God, I'm trying to remember. Spoiled Leftovers, Frozen Leftovers, and
Leftovers Forever.
Leftovers Forever.
Wow.
And, yeah. It's been hard to figure this out exactly every year, exactly what we're gonna do next. Don't ask me about next year yet. We'll get there someday.
We'll find something in the leftover bin to make up for. But yeah, we got Chimo. I can never pronounce his damn name right. Some guy named Days Cloud and Mystic.
Yeah, 3 good runners. I love to see these guys sticking together, throughout all the chaos and turmoil of, season to season. And I'm really excited to see this team play again.
It'll be fun. I didn't spend last night matching up against every single week and just going, okay, this is yipes. I didn't do that, I promise.
All right, moving along. Another team that came up from Open last year. We got Oops All Foxes, featuring one Adalor, a Trey Spire, and a Chloe Prower. Very strong Open team. Went 11-3 in the regular season last year. Went all the way to the Open League Conference Finals. A new addition on their team this year. They previously had Zeruvian from TM32. Over on that team, but have added one Trayman Spire. And I see a lot of really good things for this team.
Yeah, this team is pretty scary, I would say. Definitely one that can make a lot of noise and shake things up. So earning their right to be here, the good old-fashioned way by making it to the top 4. And I'm looking forward to seeing how they perform here in Invitational. I'm expecting good things.
Don't expect to see Kakariko from some of these runners.
It's just
someone like to avoid it.
Trey will avoid Kakariko until like the 50-minute mark and then come back. It'll be a great time.
It's always going to be fun. All right, and we got another team coming up here. Returning team. Great logos, great team. Mr. Aaron Snurd, Vextifer, and Mr. John Snoo. Oh, those logos.
I love the team unity.
Too much sexy for one screen. I think we're gonna have to hurry through this, or else chat is just gonna lose their mind, and we probably. They're good runners as well as cute animals.
Yeah, we got a really cute cat in there. We got a dog, and we got another dog.
I love the fake dog. That's my favorite one. But yeah, these guys, they've grown up from the rando babies to the rando toddlers, and at the rate of growth, they might be rando adults before the season's even over. So don't sleep on them. Went 10-4 and got to the Open playoffs. Promoted up to Invitational with some drops that we had. So I'm expecting these guys to make a lot of noise in the Misery Miner division.
They're toddlers, so they're going to make noise.
They're going to make noise one way or another, right?
got for the last group there? The last group in this Misery Mire division.
We got an interesting team of two Infinity and Pagog, featuring the likes of Will WC, Relkin, and Humbug. I'm personally very scared of this team.
Yeah. When I saw this team on the list there, it kind of immediately went, okay, they're quite good. That's a Relkin. He hit what 124 NMG recently. Was running through the SGL spoiler things there. Humbug is, humbug. Will's okay, I guess.
I love that all of their logos have Pagog on it, or Pagoggers. It's I absolutely love the team logo plus the individual ones. This is great.
It's great theming. Gotta love that theme. It's half the fun of the league.
I'm looking forward to watching Will and Humbug carry Relkin. No, I'm kidding. I love Relkin. Had to say it since we're not together anymore as a team. But no, there's not going to be any carrying done in this. I think this is a solid unit. They're gonna be doing good stuff.
All right, so we're almost there. We're near the end.
All right,
right,
Skull
I'm not doing the
Woods.
math wrong. This is the last division.
This is the last one. If you haven't seen your team name yet, you're going to see it here. And if you don't, then I'm going to be probably abandoning ship because I'm wondering where it went. But Skull Woods, lay it on us. Beats from the East. Dropping in as the first team alphabetically. Moogle Charm, Julo Ninja, and Homemade Beer. This is a team that I believe was... Their name is escaping me. This is a returning team with a slightly different name. Mogliacci, that's right. And this is the team Orange was on that left for Bomb Squad, brought in Homemade Beer, and 12-2, very solid. Made it to conference semis last year. So I'm kind of expecting them to do really good. What do you guys think?
I think this team's going to do really well. Beer is a really good runner. Moogle Charm, master of MSUs, and not just that, just solid overall executor. And then there's Julo Ninja, the king of clowns, like just one of the luckiest men on earth, right next to Gamachu. Like I don't know how he just freaking finds his way into all the progression, but I'm scared of what he's able to do. So
just looking at it, and it's just you switch out Orange for Homemade Beer, and you kind of go, that's a sideways move. They went 12-2 last year. I mean, that's gonna be a great team there. So yeah, we're gonna see if they can repeat what they did last time, I guess.
We'll just have to see what the future holds for them.
Indeed.
All right, upcoming next, we got Begone Pot with the likes of Dawn Venier, T-Stew, and a Slumberjack. Hey, we got another Luigi icon, I realized.
I was going to say, does the winner get to keep the Waluigi icon? Like, is that how this is going to work when they face off in week 5?
I don't know. We'll have to see how that plays out. Some sort of runner agreement. But new team this season. Really excited to see how they're going to run. Dawn Venier, I believe, took a bit of a break. Did they play last year? Or were they taking a break, I think? Or I can't recall if they actually played, but...
No, they were on a team last year. They were on the team that was from season 3 that was promoted into season 4, and I think the team may have just disbanded.
That might be it. Okay. But yeah, really, really strong runners. Some people that are really active on ladder and just... really can't wait to see some of their matches play out.
Yeah,
indeed.
I mean, not to call out anyone in particular, but T-Stew is he's fantastic. Just a lot of great stuff there. Dawn Venier, you mentioned, it's just there. And Slumberjack, all of them are just been getting good. Yeah.
Getting good. Everyone's either got good, getting good, or gonna get good. Like, that's how it all works. But yeah, T-Stew, from another former invitational team. They quietly just win, is what I've noticed in a lot of places. So don't sleep on this team.
We got a bit of a stealth team here, then.
That's right. Well, go. I go. Just go.
Just go.
Go.
Going.
Scoop will go. Vortex of Doom go, and McMonkey go. Speed Limit go. So go. Another returning team. 7-7 went first round of playoffs last year, and solid team. A lot of good NMG runners, a lot of good rando runners. So the execution's there, the decision making's there. This is just what you would call one of those all-around good teams, I think.
Yeah, and all these runners, I believe, were in the same round of the mentor tournament back in 2020, and just have been pretty good friends since, and just really just pushing, like you were saying, that execution, training, and just really just getting good at the game. So,
oh yeah, for sure. All right, another new addition to the Invitational League this year. He came from featuring Magnet Hands, Average Frustrated Gamer, and Ahab. Coming in from Open at 8-6, barely missing the playoffs last season, being promoted up to Invitational now. I'm really looking forward to see how these guys are gonna do. Just because I've got a lot of confidence in the three of these runners.
yeah,
Definitely.
3 of these are really strong. Like I've played a couple of them here and there, and it's just like it's always been a close match. So I'm really just waiting to see like how this plays out for them this year.
Yeah, I want to see exactly what these guys do there. I mean, all three of these guys are people that I love hanging out in their streams and stuff, and they're just extremely talented runners. So I mean, it's going to be on a week to week basis to see exactly what results come out of it. But I mean, yeah, no, these guys are great. Now I'm excited to see them up here in Invitational.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then I got a little bit of a problem here with this upcoming team. I think we need to call up another team and replace them out, because I told them they wouldn't be able to participate unless Kazin and Jesse swapped pennant positions, and they did not. So, but we have the likes of JKLOL with Kazin, Radical Sniper 99, also known as Jesse, and Leoria.
I like KJ LOL.
Yeah, KJLOL, I think it's going to be a good team. JKLOL, I have no idea about them.
Yeah, JKLOL is just currently banished to the Nether region, and we're stuck with KJLOL. So we'll see how they run.
Yeah, these guys doing a lot of work in Open, hearing hearing an episode of 216 and hearing Leoria talk about that season last year. I thought was really good. All the turmoil, I guess you could say, they went through, and the stress of it. So I'm really glad to see that it all paid off, and here they are. So I'm looking to see what kind of noise they can make in the division.
I just gotta shout out Leoria's Sprite there and just be like, yeah. Knows what's up.
Picking the right sprite, because the quarter of the battle is picking which sprite you want. It's
That-
on
that
there's
is
that
the
there's that image
hardest part
macro
of the game.
somewhere. It's one of the most important things in the game is picking your sprite. Everyone
true.
knows that. Like I said, there's an image macro somewhere that I believe one P train has made. But coming up, we got missing playoffs next.
Playoffs?
About P-Train?
Playoffs?
Yeah, speaking of,
We're talking about playoffs?
yeah, we're talking playoffs.
You kidding me? I love this new logo. I love the team logos, or the player logos. This is fantastic. This is 10 out of 10.
Is it bad of me that I was looking at this? I was like, man, I did P Train sign up this year with this team? Like, I don't see Sphere Affinity around anywhere. Like, but no, they just missed playoffs. So we got Sabotender, P Train, and GFE all returning from Sphere Affinity. I think it'd be funny if they make playoffs this year. I kind of want to see it.
Look, they know what to do. All right, There was the name change. I hate to go back to it of how people got good and then they went somehow 0-14. So if we miss playoffs, we're guaranteed to be there. So I'm calling it these guys top 4 right now. I said it last year. I believe in you guys. This is going to be top 4 in playoffs this year.
I mean, they're going for the reverse jinx. I mean, I appreciate that. They're going for the reverse jinx. We're gotta see exactly if that's gonna work out for them. It's a little bit hard to say because I mean these guys. You look at them and you go, yeah, they probably they are definitely capable of getting there, especially with the way some of them have been playing this year.
Absolutely.
Either way, they end up going either making playoffs or missing playoffs this year. They're just going to make it funny for next season when we have to reveal that missed playoffs has made playoffs or missed playoffs has missed playoffs.
That's true.
All right. Penultimate team. Okay, dudes. If I could be clicked onto the slide. Some names you may have heard of before. Ganon's Gone Wild, Telethar, and Hitsuyan. How you feeling?
I mean, this is a team you don't want to run into. Telethar has been tearing things up recently. GGW has been a solid runner, and so has Hitsu for ages now. So definitely another team that I kind of expect to see definitely in that top 4. If everything goes to paper, so to speak, or chalk as they call it in the sports world. So we'll see what they do.
It's all sports ball to me, so. But yeah, all 3 of these runners, definitely nothing to sleep on. Really, really strong runners. Very scary. And very worrying on some of them. Like, if you've seen any of the spoiler stuff that's been going on lately, the match that Telethar had recently gone through and went for, what was it? Did he go for a 3-heart Ganon? Like
I believe so.
If you're going against someone who's willing to do that, like that's scary. That's your opponent has no fear at that point. And you got to make sure that you're on point with all of your decision making. If they are that committed to just like, nope, I don't need to worry about getting hit or not.
I mean, that's kind of the thing there. It's just like GGW, Hitsu. I like, okay, yeah, they're well known. Telethar, man, just kind of popping up and immediately making their presence felt there between the cross keys and so many other things that it's just wild. Yeah, you're kind of a scary team again, as usual.
And last but not least, only last because alphabetical, WJPDTB coming back with Brewers fan JP, the one and only Willard J. Bradley, and in the name of DT. Season 4, they did pretty well with 10-4, made it to conference semis. I kind of, all these guys still playing really well, still doing good. It's hard to say. I expect to see good things from them.
I mean,
yeah,
just again, I mean, 10-4 last year. Just great runners. It's one of those teams where it's just you look at it and you go, I don't care what week it is. I know that if I'm racing these guys in week 5 and I've got Willard and Swordless, I'm going to probably feel very badly about my situation.
All right. So that does it. That is all the teams.
That's all, folks. So we got a little bit of housekeeping. I have talked to the one you can thank. His name is Sigma. Go ahead and throw us on over. So the www.alttprleague.com is live. It's been loading for quite some time. Teams and schedules are now viewable, and you may start scheduling your matches. First day of play is going to be October 3rd at 12:01 Eastern Time, so you could start scheduling anytime after that. And please sign up to volunteer for crews. We need commentators, we need trackers, we even need restreamers. Amerith and Kono can teach you how to do it. It's really easy, I promise. Super
Push a
easy.
few buttons and you just get to watch a fun match.
Exactly. You guys are probably going to notice the Discord evolving over the next few minutes, hours, as the bot does its thing and Sigma works his magic. And things are going to be changing. You're going to get some pings for scheduling threads. It's going to be a good time. And I'm glad we have that feature again for this season. So yeah, good luck, everybody. I hope everyone has fun. I hope everyone is very competitive. Dazed, are you excited, man?
Yeah. No, we got what is it here? Like 10 days almost until we can start getting this going here. So I mean, this is the last chance for everyone to get your practice in. And man, once this starts up here, it's gonna be one of the best 2 months that we got going there. 2-3 months. It's time to go.
Yeah, just a little over a week, and we'll be there, and things are going to be rolling. So, and do mind that the very first week, that is a co-op week, the co-op 80. There is 2 weeks to get those matches in, but don't wait until the last minute.
Is it for the first week? I thought that was only
the first week. Fourth week, I believe, have it because of SGL stuff.
All right, don't quote a marathon that. I want to say that's not quite
No, go ahead
right,
and go ahead and quote me on that.
Okay. Yeah, the first one is just a single week. Co-op reference. Drosy confirming in chat for us too. Co-op reference that goes with SGL. That is going to be a 2-week one, and I believe Inimizer co-op week is going to be the 2-week one.
Okay, I'm just crazy. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Don't worry.
That's nothing new, though.
It's fine. Amaris running the show again and talking again. So there's a lot of moving variables. But yeah, thank you guys for joining us for this cozy reveal. I hope you guys are ready for season 5 as much as I am. I'm looking forward to things moving very nicely. So with that, I want to say thank you again to Dazed for getting up at an absurd hour to do this. I assume you wouldn't have done it if you weren't excited for it, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like anytime you got to set an alarm at 5 o'clock in the morning, you got to have a good reason. And yeah, this was a good reason. So thank you guys for having me in here.
And Amir, thank you always for doing restream magic as well, and doing these comms.
Yeah, it was fun being here, being able to go over everything, and just generally have a good time and say things that are wrong and get yelled at about it.
You're not getting yelled at. Also, real quick, guys, just if you see Sigma in channels, say thanks to Sigma. Seriously, like we do the planning. Sigma literally is the brains. Like this would not be happening with the website, the Discord automation, without Sigma. So I know it's a meme with the thanks Sigma. Seriously, tell Sigma thanks. But
yeah, I can't appreciate
with that,
them enough. We
are going to call it a day. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you guys October 3rd when those matches start getting scheduled. It's going to be a good time.